Frazel terminus. It was a pleasant spring day. Early in the afternoon, I stood at the bus stop, and while waiting for the bus, I tried to carefully think through everything I had been going through that day endlessly. Luckily, a good friend and been by my side along the way, I've been in for a long time. I didn't realize how present I truly was. But now I finally had the time to tell everything by the time I got home. It all started within me. I struggled with a lack of confidence and uncertainty about my values. I didn't dare to truly by myself until one day I saw what felt like an angelic presence. Maybe it was only that to me, but in that moment it didn't matter. As soon as he appeared, he took over the space around him, and I saved nothing but him. In reality, he was an ordinary person, yet his soul, his character, his mentality, all of it radiated. I admired him. Everything began at Lake Balaton. I wanted to test my swimming skills when suddenly someone cast a shadow over me from behind. At first I was startled, not expecting it, yet a pleasant, tingling feeling ran through me. He stepped in front of me and looked at me with a mysterious smile. His gaze enchanted me more than the summer sun or the glowing moon. On single look into the depth of his soul, and I know I had arrived home. Then I woke up. It was nothing more than a short dream. I had dozed off on the bus from exhaustion, then woke up in a panic, wondering if I would get off in time. I knew I didn't have to watch the road at the terminus. I would have to get off anyway. Lately, I haven't been sleeping well. A kind of pain and sadness has been haunting me that I cannot solve alone. Balaj, my friend, was often there for me, was had conversations as pure as freshly fallen snow, yet they warmed my heart like the rays of the summer sun warm the body. Nice to meet you. I am Balaj. He intruded himself almost unsuspectedly while we were waiting for the bus. I'd be happy to take you where you need to go now. At first I hesitated, but there was something in his gaze that inspired trust. I accepted his offer, introduced myself, and we started talking. We met more and more often. We had shared moments later summers. Once he shut up who pool, we grilled, music played, friends arrived. Nature surrounded us, birds singing, sunlight, shimmering water. At first, these memories filled me with happiness. Later, however, the tears turned bitter. Something changed. Balazs became distant cold. The things we once could talk about, we no longer could. Summer slowly turned into a cruel winter inside my heart. I asked him what had happened. The answer was simple yet painful. He does not feel things as deeply as I do. He doesn't want to talk about everything anymore. I understood. I accepted it. But inside I broke. I rested my head against the bath window and let my tears flow. I don't know how much time passed. Suddenly I felt emptiness, as if something had been cut out of me. Then sunlight flooded the bath. I closed my eyes and let the warmth fill me. The pain didn't disappear, but the light gave me a sense of safety, a feeling of home. Edna, breathe again. Gabriel. We stood on the shore, waiting, watching souls and swans, the light gently moving, laughter and life surrounding us. Yet it felt like it was just the two of us. He was the melody, I was the lyric, the summer that always returned to my heart. Would you like to be with me? He asked instead of answering. I kissed him. The world knitted around us, every word, bridge burned down. I know I was home. Boy trips, ice cream, rose petals, then suddenly the bus stopped. I lifted my head. Reality and memory collided. I got off. It was sunset. My tears were no longer from pain, but from joy. I took out my journal, but a sudden gust of wind tore the page from my hands. And that moment, a bleeding light appeared in the shadow on the bus. Balazs remained a memory. Gabriel broke eternal summer. There was no need for words, only presence. What was real and what was a dream? I leave that to you, reminded there quaintly with my memories at the terminus.